Is tonight, and Championship Wrestling returns to Baltimore at the Baltimore Civic Center tonight, scheduled to appear on the Outstanding Wrestling Spectacular. Among many of the other outstanding matches, we'll see Chief Jay Strongbow lock up with the master of the figure four leg lock, Greg Valentine. Their war continuing here tonight in Baltimore. In the main event, the title up for grabs, I suspect, perhaps as never before, the Intercontinental Champion now, meeting the World Wrestling Federation title holder, Mr. Bob Backlund. Pat Patterson, the #1 contender, going for the biggest title of them all tonight in Baltimore against the champion, Bob Backlund. Our guest at this moment, the man who will meet Chief Jay Strongbow in an attempt to even the score, indeed, an attempt to knock Jay Strongbow out of action once again.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. You made a big statement when you said the war is continuing. That's exactly what it's doing. But this time, you know, all wars come to an end. And I have picked Baltimore out to be the place where this war is going to come to an end, because they got a lot of nice, fine hospitals there, specializing in bone surgery. Now, you may laugh to yourself. Who's this Valentine think he is? He's going to break Strongbow's leg again? Yes, that's exactly what I'm going to do. This time I'm going to take the brace that he has got on his leg. All the previous times I have wrestled him, he's had a brace on his leg which has blocked my figure four leg lock. This time it's going to be taken off by the referee, or I'll take it off myself. I'll wrap it around the skinny neck of that ugly Indian, and then I'm going to put the figure four leg lock on. You know, everywhere I go for the past 2 or 3 months that I've been feuding with Chief Jay Strongbow, all I hear from the fans, all I hear from people that aren't even wrestling fans, all they say is, Strongbow's gonna get you. Strongbow's out to get you. Valentine, your leg is gonna be broke. It's not gonna happen that way. I'm gonna rid professional wrestling of the disease of Chief Jay Strongbow. He's gonna go out. He's gonna go out in a box or a stretcher or any way that they can carry him out, and he's going to go straight to the hospital, because Strongbow, this is it. Tonight, baby, tonight, Chief Jay Strongbow, this is your last match.
Greg Valentine, apparently confident of his abilities, who will indeed look forward to that outstanding match appearing tonight at the Civic Center. Scheduled in the main event and scheduled to step into view in just a moment, our very special guest, the World Wrestling Federation title holder, Bob Backlund, fanatically training for this upcoming event. Fanatically getting yourself up for it, not only physically, but psychologically as well. Is that not correct?
That's right, Vince. Right now, tonight is the most important night of my life. I'm not looking for tomorrow. I'm not looking for the next week. Tonight. I have to get by tonight. You can't think about tomorrow, because you might get beat tonight. And I've been concentrating just strictly on tonight. And I want all the fans to remember one thing. When I step into that ring with this belt around my waist, I'm sharing it with all of you, because I've worked hard for this belt. I worked hard to get it, but that wasn't everything that did it. You helped me just as much as I helped myself, and I appreciate it. And when I step into that ring, remember, part of this belt is yours. It's not all mine. It's partly yours. And I'm going to represent you in that ring in the best that I can do. And I hope to win, and I don't want to let none of you down. I know it's going to be tough. I'm not going to say it's going to be an easy match, but my God, I'm surely going to give you 100%.
Bob Backlund with his views on the upcoming main event taking place tonight at the Baltimore Civic Center. Waiting in the wings now, the Grand Wizard of Wrestling, along with the #1 contender and a champion in every respect, Mr. Pat Patterson.
You know, Bob Backlund representing wrestling, the world's champion. Do you realize that when Bob Backlund walks down the street, kids walk up to him, ask him for autographs, and he tells them to get lost?
That is a fallacy. Bob Backlund...
Listen, you don't know what you're talking about. Right. I've traveled a lot more than you do, and I've seen him down the street. And you know what? His family does not respect him. Nobody likes him, especially me. I don't like him. And Bob Backlund, there's a man that's going to take your championship away from you, and it's going to be me. I wish this match was taking place in San Francisco, a high-class city, San Francisco, California. I have to go to Baltimore. Bob Backlund, you remind me of the Orioles. You're a loser.
The Grand Wizard along with Pat Patterson. Indeed, this is going to be an extraordinary main event tonight at the Baltimore Civic Center. Bob Backlund giving credit where credit is due. Mr. Patterson not willing to be gentleman enough to do that. But indeed, we'll find out who's the better man in the all-star main event and the championship match tonight in Baltimore.